Confluence is a residency programme that we've been running for the past few months with 5 artists, all of whom have been asked to think about how Bristol is changing. Not just the kind of physical landscape of the city, but also the people within it. And when Kate and I started developing this project, we thought about Bristol's kind of rich musical history. And so we wanted to create a structure where we could hold the artists' work together. And so we thought about the idea of an album. So it's not a physical album, it's just a way of us understanding how the work sits next to each other.
I've just been to an amazing private view of some incredible artists thinking different things about the city.
It's good to have your city sort of reflected back at you through different other people's eyes.
I think it's something that a lot of people that live in a place and know a place for a long time think about themselves, but actually to put it front and centre as part of an art installation is really cool.
Asmaa Jama's work is a kind of mythical story that delves into the experience of Somali migrant communities on Stapleton Road, but becomes this kind of magical realist tale of monsters and glitches and slippages in how we view the city in front of our eyes.
I've lived in Bristol like 20 years and I feel like the place that I feel most connected to has always been Stapleton Road. But I'm mostly thinking about the different communities that live there, their stories, everything that they've like experienced, been through and decided to bring with them.
Everything they turned trash or filth or monstrous lived outside, on the outskirts.
Travis Alabanza, who grew up in Bristol, in fact went to Redcliffe Sixth Form College, so just around the corner from here. Their way into this project was to think about all the people that they've kissed.
I called up some people that I'd slept with before and I said, do you want to recreate a kiss outside of a place that we'd kissed before? And I'll ask you the question, how has Bristol changed since we last kissed? So what you had was the photos, but also alongside it, Freddie Lewis, the sound designer, recorded their responses to that.
Verity Standen, amazing singer-composer. Verity has been spending time in the galleries and has been capturing little snippets of words and phrases, lists of empty units, lists of shops who've been in the galleries over the years, and has created these beautiful songs that kind of weave those words together.
It feels like a really lovely way of celebrating people in quite condensed ways, little bubbles of these humans that we've met.
All you need for your shopping need.
Ryan was an artist in residence with us a couple of years ago during COVID. Brilliant photographer and documentary filmmaker, and has been thinking a lot about the community of people that congregate around what's called Curbside, which is the underpass at Cumberland Basin. They're creating this kind of really rich community who hang out together, create, support each other. So yeah, it's really nice to be able to have a glimpse into that world and how a place like that is kind of transformed by the people who are claiming ownership of it in the city. Dan Canham, who we've worked with many times, we invited Dan to make a hidden track for this edition of Confluence.
So I've created a short film with Anya Vares, dancing, Benji Bauer, composer, looking at memory and using dance as a way of kind of conjuring the imagined and real memories of a place. Confluence is commissioned by Ginkgo Projects, who are brilliant public art producers and commissioners. It's the first time we've worked with Ginkgo and it's been brilliant to collaborate with them on this project. It's unusual territory for us, we don't usually work in public art, and so it's been really nice to have Ginkgo by our side.
So there was a lot of contrast in there, a mixture of amusing and serious, and I leave feeling better than I came in.